Alright, let's talk about the skeleton tree, because I need to do a book talk for this English assignment. This is Chris. He's the main character. Chris is on a boating trip off the Alaskan coast when his boat crashes. Oh no! The only people to survive this crash are Chris and Frank, who just, for no reason, absolutely despises him. Chris and Frank end up stranded on this island in the middle of Kodiak, Alaska, and realize that they have absolutely nothing to get off the island. No flare, no radio, no food. Basically, they're gonna die. Oh wait! Holy moly! There was actually a cabin on the island this whole time! So Chris and Frank head into the rickety old cabin and find enough stuff to make this day possible, including a radio. Woohoo! No batteries though. They do goofballs from the next few chapters figuring out how to survive in the Alaskan wilderness by fishing for salmon and foraging for plants and berries. Chris eventually finds a raven that starts hanging out near the cabin and they become friends. Frank still hates Chris because he's a moody teen, so Chris and the Raven only have each other, and he names it Thursday. Actually, I'm sorry, can we talk about that name for a second? Chris names this bird Thursday because he thinks it's a Thursday when he finds it. Huh? He couldn't think of a better name than that what the day today might be? He's not even sure. Imagine if you were a baby and you get named Wednesday, but you were born on a Saturday and it was because your parents didn't know what day it was. What the hell? Okay, sorry. Back to the skeleton tree. Speaking of which, in case you were wondering why the book is called that, look no further. Quite the on the nose name, I know. So, Skeleton Tree, it's got this whole bunch of corpses in it, which, by the way, must be traumatizing because these kids are like 12 years old. Actually, I'm just now realizing what a rough time these middle schoolers are having. Like one week you're learning long division, and the next you're learning how to not freeze to death in Alaska with only angsty Frank and a bird on your side. What? Anyways, the tree chop graveyard makes the whole situation scarier as it is. But as Chris and Frank explore the Kodiak wilderness, they stumble upon a bear that lives there in Kodiak. It's a Kodiak bear. I'm sorry, another side tangent here, but look how massive these bears are. Just look at a picture of this thing. What is going on? How is this monster real? Like, look how it interacts with the world. This is messed up. Okay, I'm sorry. Back on track. Chris and Frank have the odds completely against them when the book comes to a close, and I'm sorry. Well, while I can't spoil the ending for you, I can give you a review. In my opinion, The Skeleton Tree is a really good book. Lots of twists and turns, and I mean, most of all, it's fun. I don't think it has the best writing in the world, but you're reading a book about a tree full of coffins, so what do you expect, you know? Maybe it's just the kind of person that I am, but the ending of the book genuinely made me emotional, and it still does when I reread it. Overall, it's a really fun book that almost any kid can insert themselves into to make them feel more connected to the world. And it's also a book that I only realized was way below my reading level after the assignment was already underway.